Final pitches six-time winner of the regatta, Russell Coutts, against James Spithill, both highly experienced and having gone head-to-head many times in recent years.
Yeah, I mean, we've had some great races against Russell. We had a great race early on in the year in Italy, and so it's going to be tough. I mean, he's won here a lot, but we'll just keep doing what we've been doing.
He's been sailing very well, and obviously the helmsman for Prada, and you know, they've been doing a lot of practice. To clean Edved up 3-0, that's a big ask, so they must be sailing well.
Once again, we join Andy Green in the first of the finals.
Well, we join it right by the windward mark, and it's James Spithill, you can see right there, just half a boat length ahead of Russell Coutts. It's a tack set, so a difficult manoeuvre. They've got to go very close to the top mark and then set the spinnaker. It's kind of slow. Good set is essential. Coutts looks very close to that mark. Spithill thinks he's hit it as well. The umpires do too, and that's the first race to James Spithill.
Victory to Spithill, now the second final.
In the pre-start, it's very tight indeed, and James Spithill is forcing Russell Coutts early into this start, as we see on Virtual Spectator with the split screen. Coutts has to tack away to the committee boat. Very tight here on the committee boat. He's calling for his main sheet on. A very quick tack there at the committee boat, and Spithill was able to put the pedal right down on the left-hand side, but Coutts likes the right, and that's why they're coming back, and Spithill has to avoid. Coutts on the right, he's in the right. And now they're both on starboard, going towards an obstruction on the left-hand side of the beat. And Spithill calls for water right there. Coutts is forced to tack. Spithill has to come straight away.
Protest!
Right, on board Coutts' boat.
He's got to initiate attack!
Right, they wanted Spithill to tack immediately, and the umpires agree.
Good call, Umps.
So that's a penalty against Spithill, and what happened there was they were both on starboard, Spithill tacking to leeward to keep clear of Coutts, but when he called for water, he didn't tack immediately and copped a penalty. So at the windward mark, it's clearly Coutts ahead by 3 lengths. Breeze is up to about 20 knots. So the helmsman takes the main sheet on the downwind leg, and the spinnaker trimmer just concentrating on making sure as much wind goes into that sail as possible, as James Spithill with the Investors Guarantee spinnaker drives down towards Coutts. He's got to create something here and make a little incident, but at the moment Coutts comfortably ahead, going downwind. The boat's rocking and rolling a little bit now. That's good form there from James Spithill. When the boats go from side to side, they're actually going as fast as possible, and Coutts jibes onto starboard to try and keep his air clear. Spithill trying to get bad air onto Russell Coutts' spinnaker, and there you can just see it. The blue spinnaker on board Coutts' boat ahead is going fluffy and curly. That means Spithill's giving him bad air, but Russell Coutts has got a penalty against James Spithill already, and he's carting him all the way out to the side of the racecourse, giving him no opportunity to come back. So James Spithill really in bad shape here in this second race. Nice crew work there on board Coutts' boat, and he leads back to the bottom mark. Normal match racing manoeuvre when you've got to protect a lead is to cart your opposition all the way out to the left-hand side of Coutts, using the rules to best effect there to go around the bottom mark comfortably ahead. James Spithill forced to tack immediately around the bottom mark, and Russell Coutts, the 6-time winner of this event, showing his superiority, tacking straight onto James Spithill, not giving him any room for manoeuvre at all. And while Spithill's kept in it, he's kept the lead down to probably 2 boat lengths. Coutts is still in a commanding position. So Russell Coutts, having lost the first race, takes it right back to James Spithill, and the second gets a penalty on him, leads downwind to level the series 1-1. Well, crucial action right here, because Russell Coutts is going for the hook. He is in the black boat, and he's just dipped underneath James Spithill, and I think he caught Spithill napping there. Look, Spithill is now in the white boat to windward. He must keep clear of Coutts, and It's very tight indeed. Spithill is early for the start. Oh, huge contact, massive contact. I think Spithill got had there by Russell Coutts, big time. Well, the umpires are. Well, Russell Coutts clearly agrees, and he thinks James Spithill got it all wrong there. And as they come into the starting line,
2, 1.
it is Coutts to windward who got the better of the start, and he's very unhappy that James Spithill hasn't been given an immediate penalty, because Spithill managed to escape and he's got the right-hand side. Spithill, big mistake there in the pre-start for sure. And he's at the moment ahead of Russell Coutts as they come around the top mark, but he does have a penalty against him. Not a particularly good set, just seems to me slightly rattled on board James Spithill's boat. Looks calm as we go on board right now, but Coutts is on the inside and Spithill has to try and offload the penalty here. This is a dangerous game that James Spithill is playing. He is forcing Russell Coutts into the concrete wall at PJ's dock there. There he goes, Spithill forcing him in. Russell Coutts calling water. He's calling room to jibe. He can't just sail him all the way in there. And Spithill's giving him room. Here we go, all action. The boat's broaching out of control and Coutts is luffing Spithill hard. James Spithill, one hand on the penalty flag. He is calling for a decision from the umpires. Oh, it goes against James Spithill. That is 2 penalties against Spithill. Coutts sails off into the distance. Thank you very much. It is game over as James Spithill goes into the wind, has to complete one of those penalties immediately. Russell Coutts sitting pretty now as they go down the final leg for Coutts to take a 2-1 lead in this final.
You know, we had some good races. That was a really big battle, that last race with James, and a few penalties, and yeah, pretty interesting race.
These guys did a good job in the last 2, but we're looking forward to tomorrow.
Overnight, though, a storm sweeps through with winds gusting 50 to 60 knots, making conditions impossible to sail. And with no alternative, victory is awarded to Russell Coutts by virtue of his 2-1 standing in the final. Both teams were disappointed not to sail again, but Coutts has done all required of him when it matters, taking his 7th win of the event, an all-time record.
It was actually a bit of a surprise to when they told me it was 7 times. It's been such a long time since the first one that I'd kind of forgotten, you know, some of the earlier victories. But it's a great. It's been a good week for us, and very happy to win again.